Hey, good evening, everybody. Here, Dan, Ultimate Boston Red Sox Collector page on Facebook and YouTube videos. So tonight I'm doing a video. It's a response video to Geez Mikey. He put out a challenge for people to put together a tabletop display. I am cheating a little bit. As you can see here in the beginning of this video, the way I have my Red Sox collection set up in my basement, I actually have an 8-foot table here that has 3 aluminum showcases on the top that I keep all of my certified autographed Red Sox cards in, of better players and old-time players. I have a separate binder that I keep all of my mostly prospects, who were people who were prospects at one time who never quite made it, cards that don't have a whole lot of value, but they're still cool to have because they are certified. So I'm cheating a little bit, but I just hate to take the time to take all of these out of the cases. So I'm just gonna kind of hover over and go through some of the names here. So I'm gonna zoom in a little bit here. And we're gonna start in case 1. I have them alphabetized for the most part. I'm blocking my own light here. Let me get out of the way. Alright, so we start up in the corner. Have Hall of Famer Louis Aparicio, Bronson Arroyo, Steve Avery, Carlos Baerga, Rocco Baldelli, Marty Barrett, Jason Bay, Josh Beckett, Andrew Benintendi, Mookie Betts, Xander Bogaerts, Wade Boggs, Dennis Oilcan Boyd, Jackie Bradley Jr., Clay Buchholz, Bill Buckner, Ellis Burks, Rick Burleson, Orlando Cabrera, Jose Canseco, Bernie Carbo, Rusney Castillo, Jonas Cespedes, Michael Chavis, Roger Clemens, Matt Clement, David Cohn, Cecil Cooper, Carl Crawford, Coco Crisp, Johnny Damon, Andre Dawson, Rafael Devers, Bobby Dorr, J.D. Drew, Dennis Eckersley, Jacoby Ellsbury, Dwight Evans, Carl Everett, John Farrell, Carlton Fisk, Keith Folk, Tony Fossis, Terry Francona, Nomar, Adrian Gonzalez, Tom Gordon, Mike Greenwell, and Dave Henderson. So that's the first case. As you can see, going back to Rafael Devers, for example, I have several Rafael Devers cards. I have probably about 6 or 7. I actually bought them in the off season before his breakout year last year, so I got a lot of good ones cheap. Don't have enough hands to open the cases and go through all the cards, but we have Brock Holt, Bruce Hurst, Jose Iglesias, George Kell, Craig Kimbrell, Ian Kinsler, and Michael Kopech, John Lackey, Carney Lansford, Bill Lee, Don Leonard, Ted Lepsio, John Lester, Grady Little, Jim Lomborg, Mark Loretta, Derek Lowe, Mike Lowell, Jed Lowry, Sparky Lyle, Freddie Lynn, J.D. Martinez, Pedro Martinez, Dice K, Kevin Millar, Jan Moncada, Bob Montgomery, Brandon Moss, Jamie Moyer, Mike Napoli, Trot Nixon, Hideki Okajima, John Olerud, David Ortiz, Jonathan Papelbon, Dustin Pedroia, Tony Pena, Tony Perez, Johnny Pesky, Rico Petrocelli, Jimmy Pearsall, Rick Porcello. Then we have David Price, Hanley Ramirez, Manny Ramirez, Mitch Moreland, Steve Pierce, Jeff Reardon, Josh Reddick. So that's case number 2. And the final case, and I'm going to have to get on this side here so I'm not blocking all my light here. We have Edgar Renteria, Takashi Saito, Chris Sale, Pablo Sandoval, Freddie Sanchez, Kurt Schilling, George Scott, Tom Seaver, Bill Spanswick, Jim Rice, Jerry Remy, Jay Ritchie, Eduardo Rodriguez, Gary Roggenberg, Cody Ross, Bobby Thompson, Louis Tiant, Mike Torres, Koji Uehara, Jason Veritek, Mo Vaughn, Christian Vasquez, Shane Victorino, Frank Viola, Tim Wakefield, Wally the Green Monster, Tony Womack, Wilbur Wood, Carl Yastrzemski, Kevin Youkilis, more Kevin Youkilis, Billy Wagner. This is a duel with Adrian Gonzalez and Carl Crawford. Junichi Tozawa, Dom DiMaggio, Alex Cora, Johnny Gomes, and Travis Shaw. So, and then this is a archive snapshot, David Cohn. So, those are my certified autographed cards, like I said, of guys who I consider to be better players, and or like some of the heritage cards of the old timers, or archives autographs of some of the old timers. There's a couple guys who are on the border of being moved out of this case. Rusney Castillo is very close. He'll probably be the next one that I end up moving out. But we'll continue to monitor his progress. He may end up going someplace else and maybe getting an opportunity where he's just not getting that opportunity in Boston. So I'll just take this opportunity too to just show some of the other items in my collection. I haven't given this view before. As you can see, some of my older vintage magazines, my cups and mugs that I have, some of the commemorative posters, lithographs. Coming around the corner, that's my extremely unorganized magazine shelf right now. It's organized, but I need labels. I need to label everything, make everything look pretty. I'm going to cut the video off at this point, as I don't want to go too far because I want to do a separate video. And Geez Mikey and I are very similar in how we like to use albums to store our cards. And I will show a video one night of how I store all my base Red Sox cards. So that's my video. I hope you guys like it. Again, I cheated a little bit, but it's still on top of a table, so I guess it still should count. I got a new subscriber today, so I'm happy about that. Thank you to whoever it was. And I really appreciate it. I'm trying to put some more comments on other people's videos, trying to get my name out there, and hopefully this will get my name out there a little bit too. I certainly don't expect to win the contest. I've seen some awesome tabletop displays of some great collections, and I'm just happy to share mine with you. So that's all I have for tonight. Thanks everybody who's watching. Thanks for my subscribers, and everybody have a good, safe night. Whoop, there goes my thumb.